January is here, and first day of January, I made 10K profit already. Okay. That was a hook start. But in reality, I was waiting January to realize my NVIDIA leaps gains due to the tax benefits. So this could go to December actually, and could make the December around 20,000 instead of 12,000. I closed the December, by the way, like with around 13,000 profit. Let's dive into more highlights from the journey since we just closed the year. Then I will jump into the week's open and close trades quickly together with my losses of the week and wins of the week with my thought process and my all options trades. Here we can see my total profit is at $72,000, almost 73, and I start this journey exactly 5 months ago. So we can say average is all from the 5 months is around 15,000. January is not included in this number. I closed 165 total trades within 100 days, let's say. So it makes around 2 trades per trading day and 157 winning trades and 8 lost trades. So it made like 95% win rate. And each week in these weekly videos, I'm showing all of my win and loss trades. You can go back and see all these winning trades and close trades in my videos. I'm sharing them everything transparently. And what is my next week's plan? If you want to see me hitting my 100K profit goal, please consider subscribing to the channel. At the moment, I have 27 open positions. My average days to close these trades is around 15 days, 16 days. And my top loss trades was S&P Global here. And my largest win in one best single trade was Netflix around 18,000. Overall, best stock was also Netflix for a long time, but this week it's changed to Nvidia. I closed 8 leaps contracts this week in Nvidia. I will cover it in a minute. Here I have a profit curve. I started in August. There was this 18,000 Netflix trade. I can't forget that day. It was one day before the split. It was like 14 November, I think. Yeah, it is here, 13 November. So I closed my 3 leaps option in Netflix, and here are my stocks I trade. As I said, Nvidia just passed the Netflix. Right now it is in 22,000. Other stocks in the list is like Amazon, Palantir, Meta, Broadcom, like American Express, MasterCard, Walmart, Uber. Some people consider these stocks, especially like American Express, Walmart, Microsoft, as boring stocks, but I really like to keep my trades around this boring but highly profitable, high free cash flow, high operating margin stock names instead of high volatility stocks like which pays more premium. It this way fits to my style much better. As you can see here, like 80% of my trades is closing within 15 to 20 days. And yeah, okay, let's go to check this week's newly open trades and closed trades. I will go to my dashboard here. As you can see, this week's means week 20's total was almost around 10K, but this week actually contains December and January together. January right now is a little over 10,000, but from the last day of December, there were some losses. So it made week is 9,900. I don't have here any expiring trades within 7 days. They are going to show up here. I will click here to my this week's trades right now, and I will see them in my trade journal. This is my own app, by the way. It's completely free. You can sign in and upload your trades with an Excel file here and start using if you want. Link in the description. Okay, I did 17 trades this week. I think I opened 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1 diagonal spread. Yeah, I opened 6 trades and I closed 11 trades this week. Let's go quickly the new trades I just opened. I will click here, the open ones. Here I kind of collecting Netflix leaves options, which is all of them expiring in 2027. I start buying them on 29 January, and since then, whenever it drops, I'm going 2 to 3% lower strike prices by keeping the delta above 75. At the moment, I have 7 contracts. Each one is around 2,000 cost, and so I invest around $14,000 to this 7 contracts at the moment. I might open a few more. I might go to 20,000 investment in Netflix next week if the stock price goes down below 90 levels. Right now it is around 91, but after beginning of next week, I don't think I will open new ones. Like I mentioned, on 20 January, there's an earning call, so I can keep my contracts around like 10 after opening maybe like 2, 3 next week in the beginning of the week. So let me tell you my thought process on this one. And like I said, earning call is coming in 2 weeks and I'm expecting an upside movement. Since the previous earning call, Netflix went down to 27% since the earning call in Q3. If you remember, there was a one-time tax dispute in Brazil, and that made Netflix not meet the estimate, even though they increased their margins, subscriptions, and revenues. They went down because of that tax issue. They couldn't meet the estimate on earnings. Also, there's news about Netflix buying the HBO Max, made another wave of selling. But these two issues didn't change the fundamental of Netflix, in my opinion. They're still biggest stream service in the world, and still I didn't hear a single one who stops their subscription. Anyway, that's my thought process. If there's no movement after earning or even downside after earning, I will have still time until 2027. I might consider opening short calls if there's a downside movement so I can generate some income. That's my thought process. We will see what's happening and what is my next steps after 20 January. Other open trades was this diagonal spreads here. Another Netflix diagonal spread here. I bought April long call and then sell a short call with 1 month expiration. And each week I roll the short call since the stock is going downside and or sideways. I keep opening a new one with around like delta 25, so it is going down, my short call becoming like delta 10, and I'm rolling it to delta 25, and I made like $100 from each sell. So we can say I did poor man's cover call here. But after the last one, I closed just in 2nd of January here. I didn't open a new one since, like I mentioned, earning is coming. My plan is waiting the earning, and if it goes down, I will start selling more short calls in this spread. I already lower my 1,000 purchase price for my long call. At the end, stock prices stay around 91. I can close my trades without a loss. That's my overall strategy for Netflix. Next open one was MasterCard here. Again, it is a similar approach. I have a long call expiring in May, and I have sold a short call against with 1 month expiration. Here in this one, I got almost 75% profit in my premium, and I close it and I open a new one on same day, and I collected 500 premium. So again, I will aim around 50% profit. That was my open trades in this week, and let's check the close one. I will sort them by strategy. I closed my Nvidia calls, 8 contracts here this week, and previous week I sold another 4. In total, I had 12 contracts in Nvidia, and I opened them mostly in some November 21 and 25, and in December 17 December. Let's check the chart here. I will click here the ticker name, and it will open the TradingView chart. I can't stop bragging about my app and the features. I don't know, I just love it, like clicking and opening the charts and all the alerts and features. Anyway, we have too many things to cover, so I need to focus. Okay, Nvidia. Hit the chart, so let me a little bit zoom. Like I mentioned, I opened my 12 LIPS contract around 21, 25, and 17 December. All 3 days was the day it went out from the Bollinger Band. As you know, Bollinger Bands means 90% of the time stock will stay in the band, 5% of the time stock will go above from the Bollinger Band and 5% below the Bollinger Band. So I purely go with statistics, and I enter my trade on that 90% probability, and I exit the trade on Friday here. I made around 10k profit from these trades here, and I had, I think, 20 here, 30, 40, yeah. I used 40,000 capital here, and I made 10k, so it means like around 25% ROI in 1 month. I opened them like end of November and December, so it was a very profitable trade. Other closed trade, I had a cash good put in Amazon. I'm doing wheel strategy in Amazon. My strike price was 190, so I saw that it's not going to reach to 190, so it went already to 80% in premium profit, so I just bought back and closed my short put and made profit around $800 with 2% monthly ROI. If it drops to 190 level, by the way, I would happily get 100 shares of Amazon at 190 levels. Again, I had some put credit spreads in Amazon. I opened those in another red day, went down from Bollinger Band. I profit around $88 with 8% ROI. My strike price around, again, 200 levels. Right now it's trading around 225, and it closed automatically with 50% profit taker. My entry price was 0.92 to 2 contracts, and I exited 0.46. I closed also some diagonal spreads in Broadcom here. I made 23% monthly ROI on this one. Again, I had a long call and a short call. It just went too good, so I didn't just do the same thing like Netflix. I didn't roll it and continue with more short calls. in a short term, it made like 23% profit. So I just decided to close completely. I sold my long call with a nice 500 profit, and I buy back my short call with 300 something, and it made around like 900. So Broadcom stock is not some stock it goes down so often. So I just want to take my profit and close the old spread. I had also some broken wing butterflies. I mentioned these trades in my previous videos. Here the logic of this type, I will show it. Basically, you sell 2 put options and buy 1 put options. You do this in case you want to have a little bit of cushion for downside here. But it's important to manage the trade well because max loss is very high on this one, but you have at the same time another 15% downside protection. You earn even more if it's dropped 15%. But after 15, loss is just getting bigger. So you need to be careful about the management of these trades. So they call it also like bear put ladder. So you can check a few examples if you want to learn more, or please write me in the comments. Maybe I can make a detailed video on this one. I do this when the stock already went down over like 10%, and which that happened in Broadcom. It went so much down from the moving averages and Bollinger Bands. So I'm thinking based on the indicators, it won't go another 15%. Anyway, at the end of the day, both of my bear put ladder trades went up in the stock, and as you can see, upside is capped with like around $400 profit. So it made around like 60% premium profit, and together with 2, I made around $500 profit on these 2 broken wing butterfly trades. Lastly, the loss trades of the week was S&P Global. I have 4 LEAPS contracts, by the way. I opened them in October. I'm doing poor man's cover call on them. These 2 calls went in the money after S&P Global made a big jump last week. So I closed them with loss at the end of December. Also, I got some tax benefit, I guess, from those. But my wins on the 4 LEAPS calls is higher than the loss. Right now I'm in profit a few thousand, but I didn't want to close them together with the short calls on December due to the tax benefit. I didn't want to make more profits in 2025. And in January 2nd, I was planning to close them, but they made a sharp downside on the 2nd of January. So I will wait for S&P Global to come back around 530 levels to exit. But again, I have still time, like until 2027 in those 4 LEAPS options. That was all from week 20. Hope you enjoyed the video. Wish everyone profitable trades in 2026. See you next week.